Hey, what can I say? Another great result by our guys. You know, wasn't pretty in stretches, but man, give credit to USC for continuing to battle and try to find a way out on the road. You know, they got a young team that they're trying to bring along, and I'm super proud of our guys for finding a way to win when maybe we weren't at our sharpest at times. And the neat thing is, Olaf, big second half, Jarmal gave us big minutes, Gary, and then you look at Daniel's, presence in the paint on the glass was big. So we had key contributions when maybe some other guys didn't have their best nights, and we found a way to scratch one out. Just super proud of them. That's it for me to talk to them.
Question.
Gary, could you talk about that last stretch, the steal that you came up with, what you saw there toward the end of the game?
We knew they had to play for Linhart, so I just stayed on his hip, and I seen that they was going to re-screen him at the top of the key in Jacob's turn, and I knew he was going to throw it, so I just shot the lane and got my hands on it.
Were you aware that your dad was sitting pretty close to where that play happened, and the fact that he was honored today? Could you talk a little bit about that, what that meant to you?
That's just a bonus, I think. I just played the game, and whatever day it is I'm gonna come out with everything I got. And just happened, it was his day, so I guess it's a pretty good day.
Second.
Jarmal, you were really going at the basket today, not afraid offensively. Is that part of you just kind of trying to grow into attacking the basket more? You're not afraid of making those offensive moves down low?
Coach really wanted me to be more aggressive, so that's what I was definitely trying to do. As of late, we haven't been to the free throw line as much, he said due to lack of getting to the basket, so I just try to do the best I can to help our team, get to the free throw line and get to the basket as much as possible.
Yeah, Jarmal, can you talk about that 9-point stretch you had in the first half? I mean, what was clicking for you?
I just felt lucky. Got hot at the right time, and you just get that feeling, and it lasted until I got tired, and then that's when it went downhill. It was fun.
You're referring to the one you banked in from straight away?
No, I caught
the other ones were pretty good.
I caught the bank.
Oh, okay.
You got your first free throw.
Gary, from where I was, I could actually hear your dad yelling at you in the first half, like giving you some words of encouragement. Did you hear him at all?
Yeah, I see him over there. He gets my attention somehow, some way. I sometimes I don't know what he's saying, but most of the time I just go, okay. Only way to quiet him.
I noticed before the game you went up and dapped him a little bit. Is that something you just wanted to do today, or?
No, I do it every time he's at a game. Just respect and just get love from him.
Jarmal, can you just talk about what Olaf's 3-point stretch there did for you guys?
It was a big boost. I told him after the game that really came at the right time, because I feel like that got us going pretty good in the second half, especially after they came out and made a 3-pointer early on. We just didn't give up, and he got hot, and it was a good day.
Wayne, how important was that to kind of get some momentum back at that point?
Yeah, it was big because we lost some at the end of the first half, and we were a little disappointed and shared that with our guys. And we challenged Olaf at halftime. He'd only had 1 rebound, and and he came out like so many of our guys do in the second half. When maybe they're not at their best in the first half, it's been Langston a few times, and he responded. So he made a great point. They banged a 3, and you're like, oh, holy smokes, they're up 1. And then boom, 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 we took that momentum away from them. And then they battled back. They took another lead. But our guys showed incredible resiliency again, which is really kind of becoming the hallmark of this group. Just pretty darn good toughness there, and finding ways.
Yeah, Wayne, as you just mentioned, that halftime, USC had those last 9 points going into the first half. What was the locker room talk like at halftime?
We got after them a little bit, matter of fact, but challenged some guys' toughness a little, and there was more than just 1 or 2 guys, because I thought we came out with great energy. We got off to a good start, but then we lost the mental focus, and we talk about winning those mental and physical battles for 40. So we just reminded them. I can't remember. I don't think we were breaking any chairs or anything in there, but this group understands. They respond, and sometimes we've got to turn up the heat a little bit, in some timeouts, but right now they're starting to learn and grow, and I mean, shoot, they're running most of the huddles anymore because they kind of, you know, they've gotten to understand what we need to do as a team, and it's neat to see how they coach each other up a little bit in those situations.
Did you tweak anything defensively down the stretch there? What was working?
We went man. And it wasn't because our zone was bad. We weren't talking. And they made us pay. I mean, Reinhardt hit some threes. We stood there and watched him with our hands down. And so we said in a timeout, I can't remember what timeout that was, enough of everything that's happened. We're challenging you guys to finish this game in man-to-man, where there's no excuses. You got your guy right there in front of you. Let's get stops. And the guys did that.
I have to ask, because the streak continued 12-0 at home. I mean, how do you guys build off of that? Where do you go from here?
Try to get 13. That's what we got to get the next one. And these guys have been really good at not. I mean, it's a great remark to pose because it's substantial. I mean, we have won 12 in a row, but our guys have just done a really good job of putting the last one behind us. Let's move on to the next one. One thing we haven't done is have great success on the road, so that's our next challenge. We did the last time out in Pullman, so let's go on the road with this circus act, see what we can get done, and then when we come home next time, we know what we need to do to make Gill what it's become. Let's make sure we continue with that.
That was Gill's largest home crowd in nearly 3 years. How do you kind of just feel with fan base kind of coming back to this?
It's neat, and we joked about it a little bit in the pregame talk. We'll keep between us, but I said it's because these guys deserved it. You know, they're the reasons there's so much excitement about Oregon State basketball, about our fans coming back, filling Gill, because of the way they're playing, the way they're representing themselves in the program, you know, and the results that we're getting on the court. It's all to these guys, and we said enjoy it because you've worked hard to earn it, and hopefully they keep coming back, and our guys keep paying them back by playing their tails off.
And when you continue to win the last 4 minutes like you have been, does that just continue to reinforce the confidence that they can continue to do that whether they're here or on the road?
You hope, because you're right. It's been happening, or it's happened multiple times, and we said it again in the last media timeout. All right, here we are again. We own the last 4 minutes, and luckily, you know, we just made a couple more plays than USC did to close it out.
Gary, not all teams have that resiliency that your coach was talking about there. What is it about your group that you guys have that?
I just think we understand it. We get it now. They've been pounding it into us since the beginning. So we just bought in finally, and you know, we just got it going.
Wayne, was there a point or a stage of the season where you think the team evolved or figured things out?
You know, I think we're still evolving, but I don't know if there's any one point because there's been some adversity along the way, right? Some potholes in the road, but we've just kept sending the same messages. We're not turning our back on anybody. We're going to keep building this thing through attitude, effort, commitment to doing things the right way. And, you know, we don't talk about we're shorthanded, that we're this, that, and the other. The group we've got, they're working their butts off for us, and when we defend and we play with intensity and focus, at least most of the time, and stay together, we can compete with anybody on our schedule, and that's what we've been saying from day one.